So what do you call yourself? Welcome to the LaTangela Show. Hey.
Hey, what can I do for you this fine day?
This is your destiny. Hot, hot, hot. Right now.
Welcome to the LaTangela Show.
Kick it.
Come on in and enjoy yourself.
Right now.
We gon' party like no one else. Welcome to the LaTangela Show.
I'm out here in these people's streets after 7 o'clock.
My mic sounds. My mic sounds. My mic sounds. You gonna make me do this by myself?
Yeah.
My mic sounds.
Check
remix.
1, check 2.
Okay. You know what? Usually when artists do
together or no?
no, and I feel some type of way. Oh, we're gonna talk about that too. Because you know what? I was just about to say, usually when you get the artists to do their mic check, mic 1, mic 2, lies we tell.
She wasn't trying to never,
Ooh.
do no song with me,
Ooh, ooh.
man.
Is that where we at?
I still gotta build my status up a little bit.
Is that what we doing? Huh?
I gotta build my status up.
So you mean to tell me Max gonna bring the pain early in the conversation? Early in the conversation. As long as I have begged for this interview, it's been even longer that I've been begging for the feature. So now that I got the interview, I'm just gonna say God is turning it around in my favor, and that feature must be on the way. Yeah,
must be on the way.
I like it.
And I'm out of retirement too, so yeah, it's probably on the way.
Exactly. I don't even understand where you got the thought process of we were going to let you retire. Who? What?
I mean, you know,
Well,
I gotta. You know, like we were talking about a little while ago, man. I'm almost 30 years deep. So, you know, I had to kind of, step away and clear my mind and, do something else. I had to let myself know that I can accomplish something else other than just music.
Okay, and that's no small feat, though. You know what I'm saying? When you say that you can accomplish something else other than just music, let's be clear. You have been a legend and a pioneer in this game, and you have been a voice for the voiceless. You have brought all type of content.
Tell them again.
I'm telling you the truth.
Tell them again.
Like, I'm not trying to gas you up because we really are beefed out right now.
I usually be humble, but now I'm standing on all it right now. Yeah, you're right.
And you have to. I mean, because even when you start talking about a lot of your rappers' favorite rappers, all of that stemmed from somewhere.
They pray to Max and they raps, man. Come on, we all know this. Come on now.
My boy.
On,
and sometimes people, they diminish your presence when you are humble.
Right,
and I often give Kanye that tab of saying, he needs to tone it down a tab. But if Kanye don't buck up Kanye the way that Ye does,
because if you don't stand on it, then ain't nobody else gonna stand on it. You gotta let them know, and I kind of like I compared to say if you had a brother that was a basketball player, he was super good, but he was real just humble, he would make his shot. He was like Tim Duncan, fundamental, hit a shot, go back down court. He don't say nothing. He don't celebrate.
No celebration.
You gonna be like, yeah, that's my brother. But imagine if he just come down there,
showboat,
dunk on somebody, and you gonna be more like, yeah, that's my, you gonna be ready to fight with people in the stands and all that. Yeah, you stand, So that's what it is. I've been, just chilling, laying back, humble for a long time. But I know what I am and I know what I mean. You heard me?
As you should. And, and it's the level of confidence that has kept you, relevant. And your talent has been subpar to none. Right. And when you start talking about not letting your talent take you somewhere that your character can't keep you, you've always been the good guy. Right, You've always been a voice of reason. You've always been a humble giant in this industry. And I've always applauded you for that. It's like I don't really get the opportunity to chop it up with you often, but every time I see you, it's always genuine. It's always you on a mission. Right. It's always you saying, well, what's new? What can I do? What is it that we can work on? And it's not just about the music. It's just about making sure that the industry, especially in our area, is still being nurtured.
That's the thing. Like, man, since day one, I'm trying to put the city on, man. Like, however I could do it, whoever I could help, that, and that, that kind of come back to the humbleness. Like, it ain't so much as humbleness. It's just like, man, look, I respect you. You respect me.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like it ain't nowhere, no street in this city I can't walk by myself, you know, late at night, you know what I'm saying? And I be straight, because it's like, you know, everybody love Max, man.
Absolutely.
Max love everybody. You heard me?
And that's a known fact. But, you know, let's just rewind this thing for a second. You know, you've been in this for over 3 decades, but how is it that you knew you wanted to take this from being a hobby into a profession? Like, were you just that kid in class that was beating on the table?
It wasn't nothing else. It wasn't nothing else I was going to do. It wasn't nothing else. Like, you know, I wrote my first rap when I was 10.
Really?
Yeah. But before that, I used to, like, you know, I used to dance with Michael Jackson when I was real little.
So hold up, that means you got some dance moves.
I used to.
Nah, I don't know. I mean, do you still have it?
I don't got it. You know, I've been lost them. You heard me? But so it was just like the entertainment thing. You know, I always used to, and then like, you know, I used to act like I was on Arsenio Hall, like me and my little cousin, and you know, he was my DJ, and we, you know, just act like we on, you know, just performing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah, like it was in me, like it wasn't nothing else I was gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
Now, who were some of the rappers, some of the artists other than Michael Jackson that influenced you? Like, you knew at the age of 10 that there was nothing else that Maxminelli, before Maxminelli was Maxminelli, wanted to do.
I mean, like when I was real young, like, you know, 6, 7, 8 years old, like it was like, you know, LL and Rakim, you know.
Yeah.
But then like Ice Cube is the reason why I wrote my first rap. You know what I'm saying? Like listening to Ice Cube album after he
that's something I wouldn't expect somebody from the South to just typically yell out. So I mean that's deep for me.
But you gotta think though, like back then it wasn't no rappers from down here.
That's true. That's true.
So it was, you know, that's why the rappers were New York, LA. You know, so yeah, but when Ice Cube left NWA and made his first album, that like, you know, changed my life. You know what I'm saying? And I wrote my first rap off of listening to that. Like, man, I'm gonna try that.
So Max, you wrote the rap. You said you were gonna try it, but how is it that you got your start?
Well, all right, I was living in California at this time, right? Mm-hmm. Then my mama shipped me and my sister back to Louisiana, so that kind of crushed my heart, because I'm like, damn, man, I'm trying to do my rap thing, and she sent me back to Louisiana. Ain't no rappers in Louisiana.
Yeah. So
I was like crushed for a little while, but then, you know, eventually I connected with Young Bleed through some of my cousins. You know, they went to school with him. Yeah. And it was like, man, we, you know, oh, you rap? Like, man, we need to hook you up with our partner. He rap, you know, so it's kind of like that. Eventually to C-Loke, you know, Loke started his own label, and so, you know, we just all kind of came together like Voltron over, you know, time. So, you know, I created Young Bleed and C-Loke with giving me my start. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's how that went.
And, you know, when you say you credit people that gave you your start, they saw something in you, they knew that you were young, they knew that you were hungry, and they knew that they were building something. Do you think that now, and you know, I want you to be as unbiased as you possibly can be, because as an artist, sometimes I get really biased with this too. Right. That now that we're living in this microwave generation to where everybody is just Insta-famous overnight with a hashtag, a retweet. It could be a trend versus a song, no lyrics, no melodies, no reason, no rhythm, no rhyme. Right. But all of a sudden, it's just that instant gratification. Right. Do you feel that artists today are putting in the same amount of work towards craftsmanship?
Hell no. Hell no.
That was easy.
I mean, I'm sure they got artists, you know, out there that's really, you know, but overall, as a whole, it's like you just say, instant gratification. Like we live in a instant gratification and a entitlement.
Oh man,
time.
Do we?
You know what I'm saying? Everybody feel like they entitled to whatever they feel like they entitled to, and you can't tell them they, you know, they not like.
No. So
you know, like if a dude start rapping today, like tomorrow he feel like, man, I'm supposed to get paid for my shows. I'm supposed to this. You supposed to be doing everything that people that been doing this for 15, 20 years doing. But it's like, you could say, but that ain't how it go. But really, that is how it go.
It kind of sort of is.
Yeah, because like you say, that dude he could start rapping yesterday.
Yeah.
Get on Instagram and say, you know, some dumb something today, and then tomorrow
it's a skyrocket situation.
You know what I'm saying? He everywhere. So, you know, it just is what it is. You just gotta get in where you fit in and do what you do. You know, find your lane, and you know, you can't nobody be. You can only be the best at being you. You might could be good at, you know, doing what somebody else do, but you can only be great at doing what you do. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I be rocking, you know. And
I love it. And your consistency has shown that. It's like 3 decades and something. When you find your voice, how did you know that this is the style, this is the swag, this is that lane that Maxminelli wanted to hold true to?
It developed like.
Are you still developing that lane, or is this?
I think I found like where I'm at now, but because if you listen to like my first album as opposed to, you know, something that I dropped 5 years after that, even if you listen to like, you know, me on Young Bleed album, I sound different.
That confidence level grew over the years. I tell you that.
Yeah, it's like, you know, confidence, and you know, you just get better. Like the more you do something, the more better you get, and you start learning, like, you know, okay, you know, making music is basically like making a movie, but you can only hear it. So you can't, a person can't see you, you know, your actions, they can only hear them.
Yeah.
You know, so you got to know how to project and inflect and, you know, say certain things with certain aggressiveness or, you know, whatever, you know, so.
It's almost like the way I categorize radio. It's theater of the mind.
Exactly.
You know, so you are customizing something, an experience for somebody.
Right. Like when you on the radio, you're like, this your girl LaTangela, you know, like people in their car, like they could feel that. Whether you was just, this your girl LaTangela, it's 94.1. You know that people gonna be like, man, what the hell is that? You know?
What was it?
Yeah. So you know, exactly.
You know, you've represented Baton Rouge on so many levels for so long. Do you ever feel that Baton Rouge is giving back to you what you've given it?
I do.
And that's a multifaceted question, so I want you to take your time.
It's like, I do.
And I say that because, you know, in other cities and other places,
right,
you can see the level of respect. You can see the level of camaraderie. Well, you can see. And I just want to know from your eyes, from your position. Yeah, it's like you say, that's a whole it's a multi faceted question right there. Like so do I feel like the streets are the people? I feel like they show me love and respect. You know what I'm saying? Now, absolutely. I still feel like a lot of people sleep on me. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to some other people, but. You know, that just is what it is. Like I always say, man, I make music for leaders. You know what I'm saying? And it's more followers than leaders in the world. So followers' voices gonna be louder than leaders' voices because it ain't that many of them. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, my this section of people, you know, who got the max pom-poms might not be as loud as, you know, the other section, but it's all good. And it's loyal. Right. And they're getting the substance. Exactly. So, you know, in that way, yes. But then, like, you know, like we just was kind of talking about earlier, like, I feel like our city don't celebrate, you know, its pioneers or successful people, period, on no level. Like, you know, and when I say the city, I'm not so much talking about the, you know, the public as much as like the people who in charge of the leaders. Yeah, whatever. Like, you know, like we were saying, like, you know, in Houston, you know, all the rappers got days, you know, Keys to the City and days. Atlanta, you know, same thing. Like they celebrate the people who done something and made something of themselves and was a you know, good example of, you know, young kids from the city. Look at him. He came from right where you from, but look what he did. You know what I'm saying? But our city don't do that, and I don't know why. You know, I wish I could tell you, because I don't know. I don't get it. And I'm talking about, look, we got NFL players, NBA players, music people, you know, people that make movies, like y'all radio, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, we got so many people that done so many great things, and don't nobody get, you know. But as soon as you say that, you bitter. When you say it, you know, you mad. When you say it, I'm like, nah, you're really not, though. It's just kind of stating the facts, you know? I ain't saying it from a bitter place. Because it's not.
I'm me regardless, you heard me?
Period.
Cause I'm me, so I ain't tripping on none of that. But I'm just saying, like, I ain't even talking about me. I'm saying I feel like it's a whole list of people that need to get whatever before me. You know what I'm saying? But,
and you know, and I feel that is really selective in a lot of that. You know,
right.
And it's almost like if it's not beneficial, but you have to think about the people who are a success story and who that story can encourage others to become a success from.
Right.
You know, especially if you're knowing that little boys or little girls are looking up to a certain person and their accomplishments, then you use that to your benefit, you know? Because Max Payne has given 30 years of a profession
but
to be a voice to the people.
Right, but I guarantee you this, if Max Payne caught a murder charge
tomorrow, man, come on.
Everybody gonna know about that. That's gonna be on every page, every whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
top story
saying,
on the evening.
Yeah, you know, so we need to celebrate our people, man. Like, you know, for instance, LSU just won the
national championship.
Yeah, like,
absolutely.
And you know, everybody be pom-poms out and LSU, but you know, once that is over and it died down, like, what about the people, you know, from this city who chose to go to LSU and then made it to, you know, eventually winning a Super Bowl or eventually winning, you know, NBA championship, like Big Baby, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, why these people don't have like a street named after them, or you know, a day in BR? Like, come on, man, we tripping.
The
bro.
list is long, and you know what? It's just like we expect so much from people, but we give so little, you know. And sometimes if you're not true to who you are, you get lost in the smoke. Right. And it's a blessing that you don't do it and look for that, because if you're doing it and you're looking for that, then that's going to just diminish everything that you've ever worked for. You know what I mean? But it's to the point to where you can honestly say it feels good to know that somebody realized the hard work and the dedication that you have put in, and that you did it because you wanted to not only do it for yourself, but I wanted to put my city on too. I did it to represent my city too. I'm from 70805. You know, it's been deemed the worst zip code in the city, yada, yada, yada. I am a product of my environment. So I'm not going to let you say only bad things come from 70805.
You made it out there, and you like a true walking definition of, you know, for a young girl that's growing up in the midst of all that, to be able to say, you know, well, I see this, and this, but I also see this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't have to, you know, go down this path. I could go down that path. You know?
And we try our best to be the beacon of light, and I encourage you to continuously do that.
I'm going to do that regardless, man. I'm going to put this city on the map one way or the other. That's been my, you know, that's been my main objective since, you know, day one. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we done made movies, we done everything. You
Man, speaking of, I got questions that need answers. Because look, oh, Charlie, don't leave me. I'm practicing with my next rehearsal. Charlie. But Charlie, don't leave. That was cool. All right, good. So I'm practicing. I'm auditioning right now. Max Payne said, I got the role.
You got the role.
Okay, just make a show.
The role of a lifetime.
Y'all have been putting it down, red carpet status, and I got questions that need answers.
Right. What you got?
How did you know you wanted to jump from doing just soundtracks to actually putting it all to a motion film? Help me understand.
I mean, like, you know, like I say, it just comes from the I want to put this city on, and I feel like, you know, we cover how I feel about, you know, inside our city. But I feel like outside our city, you know, we don't get what we deserve either. You know what I'm saying? Especially in a time like now, when we got young boys and we got Gates and Boosie, and, like, you know, the biggest people, you know, in the industry right now come from our city, and, you know, it still like get overlooked. So my thing was, I wanted to you know, kind of put something together to tell the story from the beginning, and give the people their flowers who was, you know, responsible for laying that foundation, you know. So that's what it was all about. And you know, then we came with the diamonds in the dirt, you know what I'm saying? Me and my partner Matt, we linked up. We both kind of had this idea at the same time, so, you know, we locked up together and put it together. Absolutely.
You know what? Let me just tell you something. Between you and Matt, I know that the the plan has got to be so clear because y'all have been in this game for so long and y'all been friends for so long. And, you know, this is a family reunion every time we link up.
Right.
You know, like we all have so many moments that became memories and we're still building from that. So to see something like Diamonds in the Dirt come to fruition, you see that. How do you know that the timeline, I mean, it's hard to piece all that together. Because, I mean, I saw Matt and I just instantly went into some stories. And I saw you and I instantly went to some other stories. How do you even fit that timeline, you know, to make it all make sense without forgetting something?
It just be about, like, man, who like, when I tell a story of Baton Rouge rap, it's certain people that I can't not say.
Okay, such as?
Like a Nero.
Or
low.
Right, look.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you know, that kind of is the you know, the mentality we had. Like, man, like Matt always say, like, man, cause you know, of course, everybody, man, why you ain't put me on there?
Yeah.
Why you ain't put me on there? Why you ain't put me on there? You know what I'm saying? But like Matt always say, man, we interviewed like damn near 200 people and ain't nobody say your name. So you know, that's how you shut all that down.
But and you can always say there's next time. I mean, because it might be a series, we might be branching out.
Nah, it definitely is. Like, and that's what we was trying, you know, say too. But people don't get the
comprehension skills kind of get blurred.
Like they don't get that. So, but yeah, like, you know, we got Diamonds in the Dirt 2 coming soon. Hopefully this year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm all with it.
It's a task, but yeah, we working on that now. So
now, hold up. How much transparency did y'all use with this though? You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it's hard to tell the story without telling the backstory, and the backstory can tell some other underlying stories. How transparent were you with Diamonds in the Dirt?
I mean, basically, we let the people tell their own story. You know, I just kind of, you know, string it together, but they telling their own story. So, you know, it's our research. You know, in them, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got everybody telling their own story. So
I like it.
And like you say, I didn't have no kind of, you know, intention of, you know, oh, I'm gonna make him look like this and make him look and throw this cross and that wasn't my only
There's
intention.
no way to that.
Right, my only intention was, hey man, you made history, you put on for the city, like, let's give you your flowers. Like, let's put you on, you know, on Front Street. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make you look good, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't have no, like, you know, like, I don't have no feelings about giving somebody their props.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, come on now. Because, you know, sometimes it's hard for people to give props because then they feel like they're diminishing their standards.
But at the end of the day, bro, I'm me, though. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm me. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to give whoever they props because at the end of the day, I'm still me. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. And I know this is original content. This is a historical moment for the city. Like you said, you always want to put the city on, and you constantly do that, developing more timelines. And with this, we see so much more talent that is stemming through the city.
Right.
What would you say to that person who is at the house right now trying to figure it out? You know, they've let their dreams get a timeline on it. They've let people talk them out of situations, or maybe even the voices in their head talking them down.
Man, I just tell people you can't lose when you're doing what you really love. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing it because you really love it, like, that's the reward. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But a lot of people do things because they trying to go viral, or they trying to do this, or they trying to be famous, or they trying to, you know, have clout on Instagram or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to music, to me, it's all about, like, man, hey, you know, is this really your passion? Or you doing it because whatever? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you was a little girl, you was singing. Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you ain't just wake up one day and be like, oh, I see this, and this, man. Let me. Nah. You know, so it's like, it got to be in you, not on you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's true.
You know. So, I mean, anybody out there who doing what they doing, like, man, just keep pushing. Don't take no for an answer. Don't care what nobody say.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because people will give you some wrong advice on purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Man, what?
Pay attention to who you taking advice from.
That's a whole sermon.
Right. Everybody who you think for you ain't really for you. You know what I'm saying? So just go with your guts.
Yeah. And you know what? I know we got it many ways to where we can either find this, and I don't want you to bootleg it, but I want you to watch it. How
Right.
can
Tubi.
we watch it?
Hey, it's on Tubi right now, free. FREE, free.
Something about the word free
Right.
motivates me.
Yeah.
Hey!
So go to Tubi right now, watch it for free. You don't even got to sign up. You can just go on Tubi and just press play on that thing and watch it. We got the recap coming out too. We did a recap of Diamonds in the Dirt. Which is like, it's like a hour long. Shout out to Super Mike. He came through and me and him did like a little interview where I kind of was giving a backstory, kind of like we doing right now.
Yeah.
About Diamonds in the Dirt, and we got extended footage. Well, not extended footage, but exclusive footage.
Yeah.
Bonus, everything, all new stuff that wasn't on the Diamonds in the Dirt. It's a whole new thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a just a little extended Diamonds in the Dirt. You know what I'm
editorial picks, some of the favorites, some of the stuff that got cut, and I didn't want you to miss out on it because it was still just that good.
It was that raw, exactly. You know, and we can't make a movie that's 7 hours long, so.
Well, you know.
But that's gonna be out soon. No, that's gonna be on Tubi also probably in the next 2 weeks. I would say it's dropping any Friday now. So just check out Friday. Look at Tubi and see if you see the recap. It's gonna be on there.
Man,
Diamonds in the Dirt recap.
Don't let it just drop any Friday. You come back, get in the hot seat on the tan line, and let me tell them on that exclusive Friday. Don't you any Friday me here.
Right.
This is an extension of your office. Fan first, friend always, and family above all. I am so proud of you.
I appreciate that.
And I know that y'all are too. Well, thank you, my love. Thank you. And hopefully I don't have to beg for that feature like I had to beg for this interview.
Hey, man, and my new album out now too, The Burden of Greatness. You heard me? I came out of retirement.
Thank you.
And I'm back. I ain't never going nowhere. You heard me? I'm standing on everything. I'm standing on the business. You heard me? I
don't understand how this man thought we were going to let him retire in the first place. Like, that is so cute that you would think that we would let you do that.
I mean,
like...
A kid can dream. A kid can dream.
I know it. And I know you got more work to do. Shout out to Matt for making this happen. And you know what? As a matter of fact, hold on a second. You're not going to at least say hi? You're not at least going to say hi? I mean, you can at least say hi. Come on, man. Come on, at least say hi.
Diamonds in the Dirt, like you said, free.
Free.
So you have to watch it.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it.
Free.
We got more work to do, so you chase the sun or let the sun chase you, but either way, get after it. I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it.